What's going on, nerds and nerdettes? I am back finally with a review. It feels like it's been forever since I've actually done a review. Like I said, things have just been hectic with work, so by the time I get home, I've just been too lazy. Let's be honest, I've just been lazy. But here I am doing a review with the Storm Collectibles Sub-Zero action figure. Now, before I take a look at this figure, as always, let's take a look at the packaging first. Alright, so it's pretty much the same packaging that we've got from the Sub-Zero, or excuse me, the Scorpion action figure, only this time we've got an image of Sub-Zero off to the right here. Sub-Zero down at the bottom. It would be fantastic if I could talk today. We got a logo, the Mortal Kombat dragon on the back, Mortal Kombat here. I really like the packaging. It is very like vibrant and just kind of would pop off the shelf if I actually got it from the shelf and not online, but whatever. You got a picture of Sub-Zero off to the left side here. Oh yeah, age 17. And also, this isn't a 112 action figure. That would imply that it's 6-inch. Storm. Get it together. And then you kind of got the wraparound of the Sub-Zero picture here on the left side. You got some shots. I know it looks purple here, so he kind of looks like the character of Rain, but I assure you this is Sub-Zero, because it says so right here. You got some shots of the figure here with his different poses, different accessories, different masks, etc., and then a little bio here, which I will go ahead and read it to you. Sub-Zero, an assassin of the Lin Kuei clan. Kuai Liang, I swear I know these names. I know how to pronounce them. I just brain farting apparently this evening. Commands the power of ice and cold. Unlike the other members of his clan, he and his older brother, Bihan, were abducted as children by the Lin Kuei and trained in the techniques of assassination throughout their lives. Sub-Zero's signature moves, his Ice Blast and Sliding Kick, these moves have become his trademark. Sub-Zero is one of the original characters since Mortal Kombat Classic, and they don't really... English is their second language, so we'll have to give them a pass on the typos with this, but anyways, so that's a look at the packaging. Get out of here. Okay, so this figure. I mean, let's be honest, it is... I almost want to say essentially the same figure as the Scorpion that was released, but it's not essentially, it is the same figure. Exactly the same figure. I mean, the face sculpt around the eyes might be a little bit different, but it is the same buck body. I mean, just painted differently. I mean, there's no two ways about it. This is just the same figure, which, I mean, it's fine, but, you know, I mean, in the game, you couldn't really tell a difference, but, you know, I think maybe just a little something just to set it apart would have been fine. Maybe paint the pupils, because I believe Sub-Zero, I don't think I've ever seen him with the whited out eyes like Scorpion. That was kind of exclusive to Scorpion, but at least they're painted a little bit bluer than Scorpions are. But anyways, so because this is the same figure, it has the same amount of articulation. So you do have a ball-jointed head and a ball-jointed neck. You do have ball-jointed shoulders with a bicep swivel. I think they've got the butterfly. Yep, the butterfly shoulders here. You do have double elbows, and there is a ball joint here in the wrist. There is an ab crunch, kind of an ab swivel, ball joint here in the waist. You've got ball jointed hips, kind of on a swivel as well, double knees. It's a very well constructed figure, I will say that much. You've got ankle rocker or a ball joint here at the ankles, and then toe articulation. So, like I said, pretty much the same articulation as the Scorpion. Not pretty much, is exactly. Even the paint details are pretty much the same. You know, you got the scuffed up gauntlets here, the boots, you know, the shin guards here are a little scuffed up. The only difference is the studs of the knee pad here are painted silver, as opposed to absolutely no paint, just the yellow on the Scorpion. But yeah, pretty much the same, just the same figure, but different color. That's pretty much it. Like I said, I kind of wish they would have painted the eyes, maybe, you know, painted in the pupils, but whatever, you know, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. These are the best, some of the best since Mezco Mortal Kombat figures that we've gotten. I mean, Mortal Kombat isn't really something that's had a breadth of action figures. You know, we had the original, the Hasbro or the Kenner, what was it, Hasbro, the G.I. Joe ones back in the day during 93, 94. Then we had some of the crappy Jazzware ones. There was the Infinite Concepts, which was very short-lived and very hard to find. And then, you know, maybe Toy Island, a couple here or there. Just none of them were very well done, but these guys and what Mezco was able to pull off are, you know, and I'm more partial to the classic, you know, myself. You know, Mortal Kombat X was a great game, and I loved it, and I love what Mezco did with that line. But, you know, I'm a kid that grew up in the 90s, so, you know, I like my classics, and these represent them well. I just really wish that Storm would kind of get on the ball. There's a lot of things I wish with Storm. I wish they were more open to communication, and I wish they would kind of pump these out faster, you know, at this rate. And I would really like to know what the hell's going on with Goro, but whatever. Anyways, as with Scorpion, sculpting is fantastic on this. The articulation is very functional. Scorpion's drunk and just fell into frame. You know, very functional. It's a very well-constructed figure. I don't feel that it is, you know, going to break on me at all. You know, a lot of figures feel that way from overseas, you know, SH Figure Arts and Mafex. They feel kind of brittle. These are very well-constructed figures. So, no complaints there. And then the paint job is very nice and clean. No issues whatsoever with that. So, I really like the added scuffs. Kind of makes it look like they've been in a battle. So, nice touch. Very nice touch, Storm. As far as accessories go, of course, he's got the mask here. So this is the Mortal Kombat 2, the vented mask. And that just pops off like thus. And you've got that horrifying visage that Scorpion had. This is just terrifying. And then you can pop on the classic Mortal Kombat 1 mask like thus. Maybe. Sorta. Kinda. Oh, hell. Well, you're supposed to be able to. There it goes. Like thus. And this is, I mean, all this is soft rubber here. The gi, you know, the gi, however you say it. And then the mask. And I say however you say it because I've heard it pronounced both ways. So. Anyways, I stick with the Mortal Kombat 2 because that was, like, my shit back when I was a kid. And, I mean, like I said, he's pretty much the same figure as Scorpion, even comes down to accessories. So he comes with the hands that pretty much Scorpion came with. So you got the karate hands, you've got the grabbing hands, you've got an outstretched hand, you know, a couple outstretched hands and fists, and then a grabbing hand. And as far as accessories go, he comes with... This is awesome. I love that he comes with the skull and vertebrae that was his finishing move. And the thing I really like about this, too, is that the skull here is actually articulated, so it does move around. That's a very nice touch as well, Storm. He also comes with an Ice Blast, which just pops onto any hand, just like that. You know, or you can put it, you know, kind of in his signature blasting pose like that, you know. And he also comes with an ice slide effect. But alright guys, that's a look at the Sub-Zero action figure from the Mortal Kombat Classic line by Storm Collectible. As I said, I really like this figure, I really like this line. I love that the Mortal Kombat Classic, you know, here we are. Oh God, what, almost 25 years later, and it is finally being... No, actually, 25 years later, yeah. 1992 is when the first game came out. Damn, I am old. Holy hell. I'm just having an existential crisis over here, don't mind me. But, you know, finally we're getting awesome figures, and it's taken 25 years, so can't complain too much. And, you know, especially when they look this awesome. Storm is knocking it out of the park, and they're coming out with Reptile. They have shown Reptile as well as a Shao Kahn. Can't wait for those. And hopefully we get some news at San Diego Comic-Con as far as, you know, what's going on with Goro. But, all right, you guys, so that's a look at the Sub-Zero. One thing I will advise is that if you see these come up for pre-order, you know, the next one whenever it comes up for pre-order, jump on these, because these are getting harder and harder to find. It's much like the 112 line, so you're going to want to jump on these when you get the chance to, because the aftermarket is insane on these. So, all right, guys. So that's all I've got for you today. Take a peek at, I'm going to be tomorrow, going to be doing a look at the PX exclusive Punisher figure. I'm going to be doing a follow-up to my Problem with DC Collectible video. That should be up sometime this week. And as always, if you like what you see here on my channel, please subscribe. We will talk to you guys later. Y'all have a good one.